there, it's Rose. Welcome to my channel. Today I am here to share the Halloween card that I made for this week. So I am following along in the open collab that is hashtag Freaky Friday. And this collab is hosted by Craft Adventures with SusanTootsieTucker. And of course, I will link her channel in the description box below. Please be sure to check out what Susan has made and follow that hashtag to see all the Halloween projects for this week. So let's get into it and I'll show you what I used for my supplies. So I started out with some 110-pound white cardstock that I did some ink blending on. I used some gray cardstock for a layering piece on the inside of my card and some of this blue kind of foil paper for one of the layering pieces. And then my card base is 110-pound black cardstock. And then I got into some of my distress oxides. I did a lot of ink blending on the front of my card. It's a very clean and simple Halloween card, which you will see that I did not add any ribbon. I didn't add any patterned paper or bling. I didn't use any die cuts. So for me, it's really a very clean and simple card, but I think it has a good impact to it in a kind of creepy, spooky, freaky Halloween way. So for my distress oxides, I did some blending with fossilized amber, some blueprint sketch, some salty ocean, some chipped sapphire, and of course, black soot. Now let me show you the stamp pad that I used because of course, since it's a clean and simple card and there are not a lot of embellishments, I did focus on the stamps that I used. And for this week, I used this stamp collection from Recollections. Now, this was back when Recollections and Michaels were actually producing some clear stamp sets. This wonderful 10-piece Halloween set was from several years ago, and I was drawn to the moon that's in kind of that cloudy star sky, and of course, it has the man in the moon face. That's what drew me to this set. And the other stamp that drew me to the set were the 3 trick-or-treaters. So I love a silhouette stamp of trick-or-treaters because it just reminds me of just seeing those costumes from the back in a silhouette. And you can see that one is dressed as a witch and she's got her broom. The other one is a ghoul or a ghost. And then there's a pumpkin-headed trick-or-treater with a trick-or-treat bag. I absolutely love that. There's some bats. There's, of course, a black cat. There's a wonderful house on a hill with a little graveyard in the backyard of this house. I love all of these stamps because they're all silhouettes, and they were really what I was looking for my card this week. So I used the house, the trick-or-treaters, the moon, and of course those stamps. But as I said, there's also another spooky tree. There's the witch. Just a great collection of stamps. These are clear stamps. And yeah, Recollection really hit it out of the park with this collection, and I hope that Michaels will start bringing some of these back. I know last year was pretty tough for Halloween stamps at Michaels and craft supplies, but hopefully this Halloween they'll ramp it up again. So fingers crossed on that one. But these are what I used. Let's get into it and I'll show you my card. So here is a look at my Halloween card for this week. Now, this is the 110-pound white cardstock that I used. So you can see by the colors that I've achieved here with all of those distress oxides. I went from a stark white cardstock to this beautiful night sky that I wanted to portray in this card with the moon and the trick-or-treaters. So here is a look at that moon face and the star background. I did add a little bit of my white paint pen just to accent some light there, but I did a lot of ink blending. And of course, I wanted to leave the middle of that with really kind of showing what would be the moon sort of casting that shadow onto the trick-or-treaters who are here along the bottom. And I'm imagining they're heading down the path to that very creepy haunted house. I've stamped that a little bit off the card so we only see part of the house and that spooky tree and of course the graveyard there. Here is the Happy Halloween sentiment that was included in that Recollections set. One of the bats up there in the corner. And I'm very pleased with the way that it turned out. Now, because it is such a dark background that I created, I wanted to add some brightness with that blue foil paper. And it's kind of like a royal blue. I originally thought I would use I thought I would use some orange or a Halloween pattern paper, but I found that anything that I put behind this scene really fell flat. It really needed the pop of that royal blue to sort of bring out all of the chipped sapphire ink that I added to that background, and I really think I achieved that. So it's a very clean and simple Halloween card, but I think it's a very freaky and eerie scene. You just sort of imagine the Halloween trick-or-treaters. They're kind of cowering and being a little bit concerned about approaching that haunted house, and then that moon, which, you know, we always hope for on Halloween, is that full moon, and just kind of looking out after those trick-or-treaters. So that is the front of the card. Now the inside of the card is where I added that piece of gray cardstock. I didn't want to do as much ink blending to get it to the gray, so I added the gray and then I stamped some of those bats. Plenty of room to write a Halloween greeting on the inside. I also layered that up on that royal blue foil paper as well. So that is my Halloween card for this week's Freaky Friday. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will follow that hashtag and check out all the other Halloween makes. If you're new to my channel, I would appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can follow along every time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.